What's up guys, it's Cody here. Today in this video we're going to be talking about the brand new iPhone 12 and iPhone 12 Pro silicone cases. And I was able to get every single color for you guys. So we're going to line these bad boys up, put them all together, and if you are on the fence of which color you want to get, or if you just want to see the new features and the changes of these new cases, I'm going to show you those too, because I have all the cases from the iPhone 11 Pro, and I'll put these side by side so we can check out the difference. And I do want to mention, I know that I haven't made a video in a very long time. I'm sorry about that. I don't want to get into why that was in this video, because there's going to be people watching this that have no idea who I am, don't care that I was gone, or there's people, you know, like you guys that don't care anyway. So I'll do a separate video on that, and we'll get into that at a later time. But right now, let's get into these cases. So first of all, there's 8 different colors for these new cases. Some of them updated colors and others are brand new. But first we're gonna have to unbox these. So I'll shut up and I'll let you guys listen to the lovely little unboxing sounds. So first up we have Deep Navy, Kumquat, Pink Citrus, Black, Product Red, Cypress Green, White, and Plum. So I can tell you right off the bat, my favorite colors are these 4 right here. It's the new Plum, Cypress Green, Black, and the Deep Navy. Let me know what you guys' favorite colors are in the comments below. The brighter colors I just normally don't gravitate towards, and I don't really put them in the rotation much, but I do kind of like this Kumquat color. It's possible I might try to use that at some point. So since we're talking about color right now, I do want to show you guys some of the side-by-sides of the previous green color that we had for the iPhone 11 Pro. This is actually the Pro Max case, and this is the new Cypress Green. I can't remember exactly what this one was called, but you can easily see that this is much darker and a much deeper green than this one is. And here's the iPhone 11 Pro Max blue color from last year, and here is the Deep Navy. You can even see that the Apple logo on the Deep Navy is a lot darker. It's almost black, but in my opinion, this is a much richer color, and it just looks a whole lot better. Pops a whole lot more than this one, just because, I mean, even right next to it, it looks pretty dull. So looking at the black ones side by side, this one is a little bit deeper black than this one, but keep in mind that I did use this case quite a bit, so it does have a little bit of wear. I don't know if the color actually fades. Probably does to an extent, but I would imagine if these two were brand new, if this one was still brand new, these would look pretty close to the same. But that Apple logo is definitely darker than this one right over here. So here's a comparison of the 2 white iPhone cases, the 11 Pro Max and the iPhone 12 Pro. And this one is actually a little bit more dull, and this one is brighter. The Apple logo seems to be maybe even a little bit, it looks almost blurrier than this. This one looks a little more crisp than the Apple logo over here. So looking at it up close, you can actually see it's blurrier on the iPhone 12 Pro case, which is this one right here. It looks actually more crisp in video than it does in real life, but I'm gonna go ahead and switch this out just so you can see the difference here. Hopefully you're able to tell a difference. This is the iPhone 11 Pro case, and here's the iPhone 12 Pro case. In comparison to the other iPhone 12 cases, this one is the one that's blurry. None of the other ones really seem to be blurry. So if we just switch this out, you can see that that is a pretty crisp Apple logo, and that's a blurry one. Here's a comparison of the Product Red cases. This one is just a little bit of a deeper red than over here, and the Apple logo is a little bit darker, but these are really close to the same color. But you can definitely see a little bit more richness in this one right over here. Now I don't remember the name of this color. I could look it up. I'll put it on the screen right here, but the Pink Citrus looks very similar to this one. Again, we have that deeper or darker Apple logo that really pops in comparison to the Apple logo on this one right here. And these 2 colors for the iPhone 12 and 12 Pro don't have a comparable from the previous generation. So these are brand new, the Plum and the Kumquat. All right, so let's start taking a closer look at these new cases. The first thing we're going to talk about is this Apple logo. This stayed right dead in the center of the case, just like it was on the iPhone 11 and 11 Pro cases. That changed from the previous iteration. So you can see on the XS case that the Apple logo is actually up and in the center, and this just looks a whole lot better to me, so I'm glad they kept it right in the middle. You also notice that we have a hard plastic around the camera rim, so that's going to be a little bit different than what we had on the previous iteration. So this was just silicone all the way across. It was beveled just a little bit to go inward, but it didn't have this hard edge. It's also a little bit of a steeper slope on this right here, and this is kind of making me think that the iPhone lens is going to protrude just a little bit more on the 12 than it does on the 11 or 11 Pro. So the next thing I want to talk about is the bottom of the case, which is completely enclosed other than that charging port, as well as ports for your speaker and mic. So you can see right here that it's a little bit different to the iPhone 11 and 11 Pro cases, where it was completely open. So taking a look at the inside of the case, you can see you have this nice little microfiber on the inside. So this is going to help trap dirt if dirt does get in there, and it's going to keep it from scratching the back of your device. You also have the iPhone designed by Apple in California, assembled in China, and all the regulatory stuff all embossed right there. But of course, we can't miss this enormous ring, and that ring is a magnet allowing better connection for MagSafe. And keep in mind that these cases are $10 more expensive than the previous iPhone 11 and 11 Pro cases, just because probably the magnet. Another look on the inside of the device, you can see that we have an indention right here that is completely silicone. So that's going to be a better press than you would have gotten on the previous iPhone 11. So you can see that it doesn't have that silicone right in there. It's just an indention in that microfiber. So hopefully this button is going to be a little bit easier to press because there's a little more give and you don't have to press through that microfiber. So we're going to get the same action right over here, if I can get the light on it, for the volume rockers. Again, it's very thin silicone. Hopefully that's not going to wear down too quick while using it with your device. Not much to say about the mute switch area, it's just a hole, so that's pretty much unchanged. Now, of course, one of the other major changes to the case is that it's square rather than rounded, and that's just because of the new design for the iPhone. A lot of people have asked, does the old iPhone work in these new cases? Well, not really. I think that I probably could get it to fit. It does fit in there, but it is pretty loose. So this is an iPhone 11 Pro, just a regular size, and you can see that the case actually seems to fit the exact same lens. You would probably just have to like stick some tissue in the top or bottom, probably in the top, so you don't block any of the ports down here. Now, I'm not recommending it, but you could probably do it. I mean, even the mute switch still lines up right there, so it's really close, but Apple would never let you get away with that. Not that easy. They definitely don't want you walking around with a brand new iPhone case that makes it look like you have the new iPhone when you don't. You got to pay for that privilege. That's what Apple thinks. Now, I know you guys want to see the iPhone 12 or 12 Pro in these cases, and of course, I would love to do that, but I don't have the iPhone 12 yet. So I'm going to be getting that tomorrow. So I'm going to show you what this looks like with the iPhone 11 Pro in it, just because, I mean, really all you're going to be seeing is the lens anyways. So this should give you a good idea of what it looks like with the case on, because I know I got a lot of complaints last time that I didn't put the case on the iPhone, and that's just because I didn't have it then either. So I will get the iPhone 12 tomorrow, so if you guys want to see what it looks like, the iPhone 12 Pro in gold, I think it's going to look really good, especially with all the dark colors. But let's go ahead and pop this off, and we'll stick it in all the other cases. So there's the Plum, and this actually looks somewhat similar to that graphite color that Apple's coming out with on the Pro. So this should give you a somewhat of a good idea of what this would look like with that color. Here's the deep navy, looks pretty nice. The black, the pink citrus, the white looks pretty good, even with that blurry logo. Product red, and dat kumquat. Alright guys, that's all I got for this video. Hope you enjoyed it. And again, in my next video, I'm going to have the iPhone 12 Pro in gold, and I'm going to slap all these cases on it to see what it looks like. I think it's going to look really good in those darker colors. So if you want to stay tuned, be sure to be on the lookout for that. And if I can get the wallet cases as well, I'm going to grab those so you can see what those look like too. So if you want to be notified when I push that video, make sure you're subscribed and turn on those bell notifications, and I will see you guys in the next one.